Well, a new round of talks over Ethiopia's controversial Renaissance Dam on the massive River Nile has ended in Cairo. Ethiopia hails the project as Africa's biggest hydroelectric project to date, saying it will secure the country's future for generations to come. However, Egypt and Sudan, countries downstream of Ethiopia, feel the dam could reduce their precious water share of the Nile and may even threaten their national security. Yasser Hakim has more from El Arish in Egypt.
Another meeting and another failure to strike a deal. A statement released by Egypt revealed no breakthrough. Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia were unable to thrash out a deal for the operating and filling of Ethiopia's mega Renaissance Dam. Ethiopia is continuing with the project regardless.
In 2016, when President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi agreed with Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed on the roadmap for negotiation with clear conditions, the main condition was that the filling and operating of the dam was to be through a joint mechanism. But Egypt was surprised that Ethiopia changed its stance on all issues. What worries Egypt and Sudan is not the dam itself, rather, how it will be filled and operated without blocking the water.
Ethiopia feels the operation and filling of the dam, built for electricity production, is a matter of state sovereignty and that it shouldn't have to deal with external interference. Nevertheless, it has been willing to at least sit down with Egypt and Sudan to hear their concerns. Negotiations have ensued for over a decade, but all have been fruitless. The stalemate has forced Egypt to turn to the UN security on 3 occasions. The latest complaint came this month, when the government in Cairo decided it was time to ramp up the rhetoric.
Egypt went to the Security Council twice before saying there were water and environmental issues with the dam. But this time, Egypt complained to the Security Council that the Renaissance Dam is threatening the national security of Egypt and Sudan. The fear is, if something wrong happens to the dam, the impact will be huge. About 24 times the impact of the Dana Dam collapse in Libya.
In July, the 3 countries set a 4-month deadline to reach a common agreement. That deadline is now only weeks away, and the sides seem no closer to a deal. However, the negotiations will continue. Delegates have announced that the next round of meetings will be in Addis Ababa, hoping that it will be the last chance to strike a deal before the deadline. Yasser Hakim for CGTN, El Arish, Egypt.